I'm Jerry.
I'm Allan.
We are
Bourbon Buds.
All right, tonight we're going to review and taste a couple of Jim Beam products. This is Jim Beam Black 7-year. Comes in at 90 proof. One of the great, I would call entry-level Jim Beam products. It's not the white label. It is a little more aged, but it's what I would consider an entry-level aged Jim Beam product.
Yeah.
And then I found this 375 ml bottle. This is called Jim Beam Black Extra Aged. This comes in at 86 proof, so just slightly less than that bottle. But what I've read on the internet, and the internet's always right, but what I've read is that the Black Label 7-year took over from what this label used to be. But yet they're two different proof points, so I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. But we're going to taste them, we're going to review them, and we're going to let you know.
There's a nose difference. Cheers.
I don't see a lot of visual difference in the two.
Extra age is more caramely. 7-year is more fruity on the nose.
Yeah, the 375 extra age bottle feels a little more creamy to me.
And it may be due to that proof difference, that 4. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 proof difference. The extra age reminds me of marshmallows. Like a caramelized marshmallow on the nose.
On the nose, for me, it doesn't feel like there's a difference in the proof. Just a little bit of cinnamon on the extra aged.
To me, there's quite a difference.
You really think they're that much different?
Yeah. I don't know if it has to do with the proof. I feel like the extra aged is a lot more creamier, more smooth, more velvety.
Yeah, the 7-year's got just a tiny bit more bite. I guess that's the proof that I'm tasting. But I agree with you. The 375, the extra age, is very smooth and creamy. It's just so easy to taste and easy to swallow.
I will note, I did not get that typical Jim Beam profile off of the extra age. On the 7-year, it's starting to come out more. But not quite the nuttiness that I usually get off of Jim Beam products that I can usually guess. But you can tell it's there. That might have to do with the age too.
The 7-year is just not as creamy. It's not as smooth. It's not as easy drinking. It's a good bourbon.
Yeah, they're both.
I like the flavor. I like the flavor of them both. But I would call this Black Extra Aged a little more beginner friendly, just because of the smoothness of how it goes down and how it drinks. And I would call the Black 7-year a little more experienced, a little more geared toward an experienced bourbon or whiskey drinker.
And honestly, I'm a proof person, but I'm really digging this extra aged.
Yeah, and it's 86 proof. I mean, I feel like this drink's higher than 86 proof, but I also feel like the 90 proof Black Label drinks a little higher than 90 proof.
Yeah, I'm just digging that extra aged. It's just so creamy.
Yeah.
It's like everything you want.
Yeah, I like that bottle a lot. I think I paid $12 for this bottle. Granby, Downtown Liquor, Granby, Missouri. $12. And then I got this bottle at one of the local big box warehouse stores here in Springfield for $20. So both are great values for the money. I would buy both again in a heartbeat. I think ranking them wise, I like the 86 proof black extra aged a little more than the 7-year black label.
And I totally agree. It's just there's something about the extra age that's just hitting me. Just it's what I'm liking right now at this moment.
Yeah.
Now we go back to this here in a few weeks to see how they change on our profiles. Would be interesting to see. But I'd give the extra age a solid 6.5.
Yeah, I'm actually at a 7.0 on the extra age and a 6.5 on the 7-year black.
And I'm at 6.0 on the 7-year. They're both solid bottles. Very beginner friendly. Very not over the top on proof. You get that quintessential bourbon caramel note off of it.
Yeah, I mean, for a 7-year whiskey for $20, I mean, you can't go wrong.
I mean,
I would like to know what the age statement on. I don't know what extra aged means on their label here. I don't know if it means 7 years or if it means 6 years or means 8 years. I just don't know. If you guys know what the extra aged means or what the rumor is on the age statement, drop us a comment down below and let us know. I would love to learn more about this whiskey. I couldn't find anywhere on the internet. I didn't spend a lot of time looking, but when I did look, I just didn't see a lot of information on it. So,
and it's funny how you think at 7 years you're buying it at $25. There's a lot of other 7-year products out there that's way more than that $25 price range. You got the
the old fit 7-year bottled in bond is $60.
The old granddad 7-year single barrel is $65-$70, right around the same price point. And I also just got to thinking, that 7-year is what the juice is. I think it's mostly made of. The general rule of thumb, you put that age of what it's mostly made of. There could be younger stuff in there too, also affecting it.
Yeah, if it's blended, absolutely. They have to use the age statement of whatever the youngest bourbon is in the blend.
Oh.
So if the youngest bourbon is 7 years, they can say it's a 7-year whiskey.
Yeah. And it's quite impressive. Would you stack it up against the Old Fit 7-year and the Old Granddad 7-year? I don't think it's to that quality and standard.
I would put this bottle up against those 7-year bottles all day long. I bet it would. I bet several people would choose this 7-year black label over the Old Fits or the Old Granddad.
We might have to put that to the test. Be on the lookout for a 7-year blind. We'll try to find some other 7-year bottles out there.
Yeah, we could certainly compare this and see where it lands. But
yeah.
But for me, the extra aged 375 ml bottle,
I just think that's the bet.
Is superior than the 7-year. So, all right, again, guys, if you know more about the extra age and the age statement on it, drop us a comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. And if you have more information on the accuracy of the age statement, we would absolutely love to hear that. So check out our Discord over at Bourbon Buds Community, our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Also, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell down below. Let you know when you drop another review video like this and the 7-year blind that we're going to be looking forward to doing.
Yeah, watch for that soon. For now, I'm Jerry.
I'm Allan.
Keep on sipping.
Please drink responsibly.